Bonjour everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Luisa, you are watching Lulu C'est la vie, and for today's video we are going to do a little DIY together. Yes, we're going to do a Rosewater DIY. I'm going to show you how I make my Rosewater DIY. We're going to talk about the properties of this product on our skin, and I'm going to show you how I like to use it in my day-to-day life. Before I get into the meat of this video, if you have been watching more than one of my videos and see yourself asking for more, maybe you should subscribe to my channel. If you do enjoy this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to leave a little comment to let me know, to share with us how you do your DIY rosewater, or which is your favorite rosewater to buy in the market, please put it in the description box. Alright, with no further ado, let's get into this video. How are we going to make this rosewater? First step, you're going to need a big pot. In this big pot, you're going to put 1 part water, 1 part witch hazel. In the middle of this pot, I want you to put a little support, something to elevate your bowl. Some people like to use bricks. I personally have a little ceramic pot, whatever you decide to use as a support to elevate that bowl we're going to put on top of it, make sure that it is very clean. How do you do that? First, you wash it with hot water and soap, and then you put it to boil in hot water for several minutes. Okay, once your support is clean, you can place it in your big pot, and on top of it we're going to put a bowl. Next, we're going to place our rose buds in there. I will put a link in the description box where you can find rose buds that are natural, organic, no pesticides and all that stuff. In this video, I am adding 2 additional flowers that I happen to have and that I love to use. Those are calendula flowers and rose hip. You don't have to use all these flowers if you don't have them. As long as you have the rose buds, you're good to go. Alright, so once we have all the herbs in there, we're going to place it on the stove and we're going to start the distilling process. How do we do that? We put the fire on 4 to 5. We want the water to start boiling, right? We're going to cover with the lid being upside down to create that little arch in there so that we can place some ice or something that is cold. The water is going to start to boil and evaporate. It's going to hit against the cold lid and it's going to turn back into water. This water is the distilled water that is going to fall in your bowl in the center of the pot. Okay? This is it. It's as simple as that. You just created rose water. After a good 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to end up having a good amount of distilled water in that bowl. You can stop the fire and let everything cool down. You're going to end up with 2 waters. The distilled water that looks completely see-through like normal water, and the infused water that kind of looks like tea. Keep both waters. You can use them both on your body. I personally like to use the infused water as a hair rinse. Now this video is about the rose water, so we're going to focus on that. While your waters are cooling down, you're going to take 2 containers to put them in. I like to put my rose water in a spray bottle. So it's very important to make sure that that container you decide to use is super clean and there's no bacteria in there. This will allow a longer shelf life. Also, it's very important that when you do those DIYs, you do a small amount because you're not going to be able to keep it for weeks and weeks, okay? I personally like to keep my rose water for about 10 days. The way I like to cleanse my bottle is by using 90% alcohol and just, shake the bottles with it, spray with the alcohol for a little bit, and just make sure that everything in there is covered with the alcohol and just making sure that all the bacteria are gone. Alright, now that your water has cooled down, you can go ahead and transfer your waters into your containers. And voila, this is it. This is how you make distilled rose waters. Alright, now let's talk properties. I personally love to use a face toner. It's one of my favorite things to use. First of all, it hydrates my skin. It opens my pore, which allows the products that I'm going to put on afterwards, the serums or the creams or the oils, to be absorbed by my skin a lot better. On top of that, rose water has a bunch of really good properties. It balances skin oils, it helps to naturally hydrate your skin, it has antioxidant properties that helps to nourish and protect the skin. It helps reduce redness if you have rosacea, acne, or just skin inflammation. And personally, I think that it really helps with the overall skin tone. It gives me that little glow to it. I don't know, it just wakes everything up. Now let's talk about the other ingredients that I put in there. Again, you don't have to put those ingredients, but I'm just gonna, throw it in there for you to know what the properties are and what good it does to our skin. Calendula, I'm a big fan of calendula for my skin. Calendula really calms the skin down. If you have redness, inflammation, rosacea, if you're dealing with acne or skin problem and you have inflammation on your skin, calendula is really gonna calm that down for you and soothe your skin as much as possible. Calendula oil or calendula toners are going to be a great option for you to calm your skin down. It's also very moisturizing, especially the calendula oil. I remember using this on Ella when she was a baby. If she had any diaper rash, I would use a calendula cream from Weleda, which was amazing. I used to love this cream. Now, if you are allergic to daisies or marigold or ragweed, I'm not sure, I'll put pictures of those flowers. Any flowers that are in this family, if you have any allergies to them, do not use calendula. And real quick on the properties of rosehip, it helps your body boost the production of collagen because it is rich in vitamin A and in vitamin C, and it's also a great moisturizer. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about witch hazel. Witch hazel is a gentle, natural cleanser. It's going to lightly, gently cleanse your skin without creating much inflammation into it. Okay? All right, so now that we know how to make the rose water, now that we know all the good properties that are in rose water, I am going to share with you how I like to use my rose water. There are mainly two ways I like to use it. The first way is as a face toner. Like I said earlier, I really love to use toners on my face. I like to use it first thing in the morning after I brush my teeth. It kind of like wakes me up. The smell of the rose water is so soothing and relaxing. It's a ritual that I really enjoy in the morning. It's a good way to start your day, especially when you have a hectic life, a hectic mom life, if you know what I mean. The second time I would use it is, well, after my shower. After I cleanse my body, I cleanse my face, and I'm ready to put lotion and moisturize my skin. Before I do so, I will spray the rose water on my face and I will let it air dry. I will then apply the hyaluronic acid or whatever acid I'm loving in the moment. Let that air dry also, and then on top of that I will layer my moisturizer and my oil to lock all the moisture in my face. Usually when I do that, I feel hydration on my face all day long. Lastly, I will use the toner at night after cleansing my face, and I will reapply a little bit of moisturizer and oils to lock the moisture in throughout the night. Another way I like to use this rose water is as a micellar water. What's a micellar water, and what's the difference between a toner and a micellar water? A toner is something that you're gonna apply on your face once your face is cleansed. You're gonna let it air dry and all the good properties are going to be effective on your skin. A micellar water is something that you're gonna use to lightly, gently cleanse your skin. It's not a deep cleanser, it's not a great makeup remover, but on the days where you don't really go outside, you didn't put any makeup on, it's a great way to gently cleanse your face. Or if you have skin that has a lot of inflammation, this is the type of cleanser that's going to be very gentle on your face and has a lot of good properties that's going to help you feel better in your skin. Now, how do I use it as a micellar water? I like to add a few drops of Dr. Bonner. Bonner? Is that his name? Bonner? I'm not pronouncing this right. Dr. Bronner's castor soap or the Dr. Bronner's lavender soap pairs very well with the rose water. What's the dosage? I personally like to put a drop or two of the soap in my hands, spray the rose water mix it together, and cleanse my face like that. You know, it's a gentle way to cleanse your face. Lastly, let's talk about shelf life. You want to make sure that every recipient that you use for this Rosewater recipe is super clean. I talked about cleaning that little support in which you're going to put the bowl. Make sure that the actual bowl is also clean too. Once you're ready to transfer your water into a bottle or a spray bottle, whatever, make sure that this container is very clean also. Do not pour hot water into plastic containers. It would be even better to put it in a glass bottle if you have that option. And lastly, if there's too much water, you can either freeze the water or put it in the fridge. I rather put it in the fridge because I don't think it's a good idea to have the water go through so many variation, putain. I think that we distilled it. Let's keep it like that. You know, I don't want to have to boil water, distill it, freeze it, unfreeze it, put it in my face. It's like, whoa, it's too much. So I rather put it in the fridge and keep the extra for later. You know, use it bits by bits. And then just smell it. If you see that it starts to smell like a little old, it's time to throw it away and either make a new batch or take the one from the fridge. All right, my love, well, this is it. I think I talked about everything. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Give me a big thumbs up if you did, and let me know in the comment section if you like to make your own DIY rose water. What are your ingredients? What herbs do you like to use? Do you use something special for shelf life? You know, just share with us your experience with it. Okay? All right, my love, I'm gonna go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I will see you guys next week with a new video. Until then, my love, stay happy, stay healthy, have a beautiful life. Au revoir et à bientôt.
Hey, c'est la vie.